What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about a big question for all Scream fans. Is there a way that we can move on from Sidney Prescott? Here we go.
I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and...
Okay, guys, so if you've seen any of my Scream content, then you know that I'm a huge fan of Sidney Prescott, played by Neve Campbell. And so far, for Scream 6, the only thing that we know for sure is Courtney Cox will be in the movie reprising her role as Gale Weathers. But we don't know if Neve will be returning to the movie to play Sidney. And I gotta admit, guys, I'm a little nervous because I would think by now we would know. That's not to say that the decision hasn't already been made by Radio Silence and Neve. But we have seen things that have been said by Radio Silence that allude to the fact that maybe we will not have Neve Campbell in this movie. Now, in Scream 5, when we talked about the movie coming out, I was definitely looking forward to what Sidney was going to bring to the movie. But after watching the movie, I gotta admit, guys, she did not have as much screen time as I wanted. Maybe that was on purpose. I think that movie was definitely more focused on Dewey as a character. And now, looking as though Gale is already on board for Scream 6, maybe there's a possibility that this movie is going to be focused on Gale. Could that mean that Scream 7, inevitably they're going to make a Scream 7, guys. Could that mean that Scream 7 is the movie that will focus back on Sidney? Possibly. I do hope that at some point we get some more Sidney Prescott, even if it's just to send her off, into the sunset happy, which is what I want for her. I don't want to see her die. I think a lot of franchises and movies and so forth have gotten into this habit of taking the OG characters and just killing them off one by one. We saw that in Star Wars. We've seen it in other examples. And I don't want that to be the way that Scream handles these beloved characters. I understand someone has to die because the Scream movies are a little bit more realistic, so I get it. Dewey had to die. I still wasn't very happy about that, but it is what it is. So the thing of this is, can we move on from Sidney Prescott? Maybe she won't come back into the movies. Maybe Radio Silence told Neve that their game plan was to kill Sidney, and we all know that Neve has stated that she would not come back to play Sidney Prescott if the character was going to be killed off. And I understand that. I don't think it's the best stand to make, but hey, Neve can do what she wants to do. She's earned that right after all these years of playing this character. But the thing I'm trying to get across is, can we move on from Sidney in the Scream franchise? I think we can, if the script is good, if the characters are written well, and if the actors and actresses portray those parts in a very effective way, just like we saw with Scream 96. And with the other sequels had a lot of great characters. So, as much as I hate to say this, Scream 6, it might be the time to move on from Sidney Prescott in some way, shape, or form, even if it's just for this movie. Again, maybe 7 is when she will come back into the fold, and maybe there'll be some really epic finale that happens, hopefully with a mastermind Ghostface killer. I know that I've talked about that on the Lethal Collective, and those guys, Killjoy Jake, Craven Something Scary, and Fate Decided, they've talked about that idea. I really hope we're going to get 3 Ghostface killers. I really, really do. A lot of signs point to the fact that we're going to have multiple killers, and I'm hoping that will happen because I think we need some fresh takes in Scream. But as I'm making this video, it's kind of a sad thing, but yet I understand it, just thinking about the fact that Sidney Prescott probably will be leaving the franchise sooner rather than later. And like I said, it is what it is. I just hope that if she is written out of the story, or out of the franchise, I should say, I just hope it's done in a good way. I totally would love to see Neve Campbell in Scream 6, and I'm still holding out hope for that. But I am very nervous that they have not announced her being in the cast yet. So that's where we're at, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Are you ready to move on from Sidney Prescott? Do you think it's a good idea for the franchise? And if so, why? Are you a fan of Neve's performance as Sidney? Let me know in the comment section down below so we can have a discussion about it. Please also give the video a like. That would help support the channel and I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to the Night Watch Zone, what are you doing? This is the time to do it, and we're having a lot of fun with our discussions, especially as of late, and our live streams. So it'd be great to have you join us. So anyways, peace out. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Later.